up? Welcome to Table Talk. This is a show where we talk about stuff around the table. I'm Trisha Hirschberger.
I'm Philip DeFranco.
I'm Steve Zaragoza. We're going to talk about a topic that we randomly chose before the show, and then we're going to try to hit up the Twitter and get some things from you guys to talk about. It's going to be a lot of fun, right?
Yeah.
I'm so excited.
It might not be
I'm
fun.
going to tickle you so you can get laughs in there, Phil.
Oh, but it's weird because it's on camera now. You promised!
So we were talking about classic toys a little bit before we started shooting in here.
Do you guys have a favorite classic toy?
I loved my Ghostbusters toys when I was a kid, man. I remember taking them to school with me and getting made fun of.
I got made fun of because I carried around a 6-inch Egon Spengler action figure.
What?
And I told everybody that my new last name was Spengler and I was marrying Egon Spengler. And so, of course, everyone's like, oh, you're married to an action figure? Loser. Whatever. He's hot and smart.
Yeah.
Eat it.
This was also a point in Trisha's life where boys didn't just treat her good because she looked pretty.
Yeah, exactly.
I never got treated good.
I
I had my action figure with my other finger like up my nose, and people
I'm
were like,
joking.
"Oh, she picks her nose," and I was like, "Yeah, so."
Why didn't we go to the same school, Trisha, so that we could become best friends? You tell me that.
That would have probably happened.
Because I was made fun of for my toys, and you were made fun of for your toys. We were kindred spirits.
Oh, I just got made fun of because I was poor. So, no, like, and you have that poor kid problem because I was trying to think of like my favorite classic thing, and I automatically go to video games. And I'm like, oh, my NES, like. Balloon fight, that was my jam.
Yeah.
But like poor kid problems for the first world is like you have a mishmash. So I would play with my 3 Ninja Turtles that I did have on a set that was built for the crash test dummies.
Nice.
And it just made no sense, but my imagination took over. Also, I killed what? No, I shouldn't talk about that.
Oh, wow! We're going somewhere crazy with that.
My best friend
Spicy
Steve,
backstory.
he's buried in a trailer.
You killed your best friend Steve.
This is also Table Confessions. That's also what this is. I remember those crash test dummy toys.
Yeah.
And the reason why I remember them is because we also would go to like our local 99-cent store, sort of.
Yeah.
There was this place called Spross Ritz in Oxnard, in Ventura County, and we would go. Oh, and Pick and Save. Do you guys ever remember a place called Pick and Save?
I did not have a
It
Pick
might
and
not have
Save.
been a chain. So, and
It was one of them.
we were allowed to go to Pick and Save after we followed my mom and grandmother around clothing stores for 7 hours. And then we were rewarded with like a cool toy at Pick and Save. And it was always like the toys that were overstocked at Toys R Us and KB Toys and then brought down to Pick and Save. So that's what we got, like crash test dummies. And then we got all sorts of reject toys like Barnyard Commandos. Do you remember Barnyard
I
Commandos?
remember them. I never had them.
It was like, it was like sheep with like a big old bazooka.
Yeah,
and shit.
yeah,
It was like,
yeah.
what's going? Who thought
have
of this?
those?
No.
You know, and then there was like a cow with like a tank on his back, and it's like, what executive thought this was a good idea?
Farm
Let's
animals
get farm
killing
animals.
people.
No, I think the 80s and 90s, just people that had been doing drugs was like, I got an idea. And then other people that had done like so many drugs and were burnt out. They were like, yes.
Yeah, like Toxic Avenger. Do you remember?
Right, yeah.
Okay, so Toxic Avenger had a cartoon, had a toy series for children. The Toxic Avenger movie is like
it's all
a
sorts of messed
smutty,
up.
violent,
Yeah.
fucked up movie.
I remember that.
It's like, what? How do you come up with a children's cartoon idea?
Now, what do you mean by smutty?
Well, it had like naked girls
What?
and it had like all sorts of violent, like
Really?
crude things happening. Yeah.
Wasn't there something
trauma.
where like
I missed this
people
one.
had sex with his girlfriend or like this girl that he liked, right? It
What?
was like, yeah, so I'm getting a nod. It was like this whole weird thing. And I just remember growing up, and this goes away from that, the good nostalgia, to horror movies for me are how I realized I was like, I like ladies. You know, because as a kid,
From
you're like,
horror movies?
yeah, because they
You're
always
right.
have sex scenes.
Yep.
Literally the first 2 for me. What was that cartoon movie with Brad Pitt?
Oh, Cool
Oh,
World!
Cool World!
Oh, yeah!
So
Dude,
Cool
I know
World.
what you're talking about.
And
Big
then,
time.
oddly enough, Troll 2. That popcorn scene.
What the fuck? Oh, with the lady, with
As
the
a
witch
kid,
lady.
I was like, that is hot.
Dude,
Like, I
and
don't-
it is hot, though.
No, it's not.
No, have you watched it? Dude, it's hot.
Did it do anything for you?
No, I really liked Who Framed Roger Rabbit. There were some fun ladies in that.
In keeping with that topic, I remember, because now we're talking prepubescent, discovering what you like as a boy, and you're growing up into manhood.
Toys to toys.
Toys to toys, exactly. I watched Swamp Thing. Do you remember Swamp Thing?
Yeah, that's old school. Yeah.
Old school.
Real
Bridget
old school.
Bardot
Hot.
was she was a smoking lady, and I remember watching Swamp Thing as a kid and seeing Bridget Bardot and going like, that is just ideal. That's beauty right there.
You want to hear how weird I am? My thing was like, did you ever see Hudsucker Proxy?
Yeah.
And Tim Robbins?
Yeah.
I was like, that man is fine.
No, that's great. No, because he's
Who says that? Who watches a weird guy invent a hula hoop and is like, yeah, that's...
Well, I understand that
because
because
my naughty part's tingling.
he had that kind
does
of
that?
like lead character. He was like the hero of
was
that movie.
charming.
So he was charming, exactly. And he was also kind of like misunderstood. And then he came up with that cool idea for the hula hoop. That's a great movie, isn't it?
It's an awesome
The
movie.
Coen Brothers? It's the Coen Brothers,
It's an
yeah.
awesome movie. For the record.
Back in the day, when Coen Brothers meant something.
Yeah, exactly.
No, it's still not.
Oh, who cares about the Coen Brothers?
No, they're amazing.
By the way, I don't know when the last good Coen Brothers movie was. What was the last Coen Brothers?
The movie where those two guys were attached to each other.
Hold on a second, Phil.
I'm joking.
Please tell me
I'm
you're
joking.
joking. My brain hurts.
But
Stuck
Wait,
on
hold
you?
on a second.
Stuck on
Wasn't
you.
Matt-
That's what
wasn't
it
Matt
was.
Damon in it?
Wait.
Any
I think-
movie with Matt
hold on.
Damon is
Do
automatically
you
good.
wait, Phil? Do you know who I'm talking about when I say the Coen Brothers? Because I think you're thinking of the Farrelly brothers.
Fuck me.
I was gonna say, I was like, you're thinking of Stuck on You, and I'm pretty
Because
sure that was not
the Farrelly brothers did Dumb and Dumber
That's
and
right.
Stuck on You. So, but also,
In my head, they haven't made a really funny movie.
no, they haven't. It's
But,
true.
No, the Coen Brothers are amazing.
Coen Brothers are great. Oh, brother,
Now
where
I feel
art
bad.
thou? Fargo, Hudsucker Proxy,
Yeah.
Big Lebowski.
Yeah.
See, I'm screwed because everyone already unsubscribed. They're like, how
No!
dare you? Because those are actually those amazing movies.
But let's go over the similarities. Great brothers, great directors that have
brothers.
both made
brothers.
fantastic movies that now have not made very good movies in the past.
So they hit their peak a while ago.
Yeah, they kind of did.
Yeah, I don't know, because I don't know. As soon as I hear brothers, yeah, I automatically think one of the two. I never think like the two that made The Matrix and then had a sex
Wachowskis.
change.
Yeah, the Wachowskis. Yeah, because they were the Wachowski brothers.
Oh, yeah.
And now it's like just the Wachowskis,
As long as
please.
you're happy.
I know.
That's true.
Yeah, it's no big deal. No
That's
big
true.
deal.
You know that someone got like a $4 billion payout from that movie?
For the Matrix.
Yeah. So this lady.
Oh yeah, the lady.
Yeah, she. I know that I'm tangent filled.
No,
today.
this is great though. Tell this story.
No, okay.
This is good.
So just so you know, 80% of the things I say are true, and I don't mean like I tell 20% lies. Like I tell truths, but they're just falsehoods mixed in.
Okay.
But she was like, I wrote this movie,
Mm-hmm.
and then she went to a court and they showed the similarities, and they were like, you wrote this movie.
Whoa.
And then apparently it's something that the movie industry does constantly. Like someone will come with a good idea, and then they'll be like, and his name is Neo, and we changed this thing, and
Holy shit.
and so like she got billions of dollars.
Really?
Like,
And
after
it wasn't just The Matrix. It was also The Terminator.
Really?
And
I
another
didn't know
movie.
that.
Yeah, she wrote one graphic novel that like encompasses all of those stories. It's like one storyline for her, but apparently the movie studio like took it and made Matrix and Terminator. And I forget what the third movie is. They made 3 big blockbuster hits out of
Okay.
it. But the one that you can draw the easiest similarity is The Matrix, because there's literally like you can see a scene from the graphic novel where it's like, do I take the blue pill or the red pill?
Whoa.
He
So
says.
did the Wachowskis admit that they did, or did anybody in the production admit that they saw
Someone
that graphic
somewhere in
novel?
the studio must have
'Cause, right,
admitted
'cause how do you make
some
that-
kind of fault.
Yeah.
I think she just had the scripts probably.
Yeah, maybe, huh?
She had the scripts. She had the script, and she had this graphic novel that she was like showing, like, this
But I mean,
is
like,
my
what I'm saying
story.
is, like, did someone who worked on The Matrix, did they actually see that graphic novel and they were like,
Well, she apparently submitted it to them.
Oh, I see.
To
Okay,
the
that makes
studio
sense,
as an
'cause,
idea
yeah.
to like pitch it, and they were like, "No, we don't want your idea."
Okay, so here's what we do. Phil and Trisha, let's brainstorm. Let's make a graphic novel, and we'll include every possible story and every possible image we can, and then we'll use that as our cash cow for when movies come out. We got that scene!
I just want someone from a church to sue every movie industry ever, because in my opinion, I think every story ever made is stolen from the Bible.
From the Bible!
Or
True.
anything before.
Yeah, or like, what? I wonder what was before the Bible? Were Mother Goose tales?
There
like,
were no books.
There were no books books before the Bible.
There was.
Because dinosaurs can't grip pens.
That's true. That's true.
Wait, I don't know where I'm going.
There
This is
were
weird.
lots
This
of
is weird.
them.
So in keeping with classic toys, I love that we said we were going to talk about classic toys, and we talked about classic toys for like a minute, and then we went straight
about
into
lots
like,
of other
did
stuff.
you know The Matrix was a movie? So, do you guys remember those like those plastic bubble things? And it would come with a plastic straw, and you would stick the, I forgot how it would work, but it was like a metal tube.
Oh, it was like almost, you stuck it into a ball, right?
Yeah, and then you like, and
It
no,
turned
was
into a kitty crack pipe, right? And then instead of sucking in, you blew out.
blow.
blew it out. Yeah, but how did it work? Do you know
But
what I'm
it's a
talking
good
about?
thing
Yeah.
that you didn't suck it in because it's just toxic.
It's toxic. Yeah, it must have been. But how did, like, who came up with this fucking idea? Some guy was probably trying to come up with a good adhesive or glue.
I
And he's
actually.
like, this is a kid's toy.
No,
We're
I
gonna
think,
make
it's, I think
millions.
it's a stellar idea at the get-go because kids love bubbles. Like, I mean, if
Sure.
you've ever seen a child with a bubble gun or a bubble machine,
Sure.
it's like crazy. So run with the bubble thing. Let's make a bubble that stays.
Yeah.
Okay,
You
yeah,
think-
all right.
I get
that's
it.
Probably.
I
think,
get
what's
where you're
awesome?
going.
Bubbles. What's bad about it? They go
They go
away.
away.
Hey, a bubble that doesn't go
What better
away.
way to teach children about death than with bubbles? Bubbles live and they're beautiful, and then they die.
Oh, that's
Just
horrible.
like Grandma.
Best thing said today.
Steve is not allowed to design packaging for children's toys ever.
Grandma
I
died.
think that's perfect. I think that's a perfect way to end it. Letting everyone know Grandma died.
I love that you guys had your cups and I got nothing.
I just like yours that slowly went out further.
Yeah, and just,
Because you don't want us to slip roofies in, maybe. or
That's
what's
right.
going-
But hey guys,
No
this
date
has
rape
been
today.
Table Talk with
Yeah.
these guys.
With these guys. Thank you guys for
Crazy
joining us.
folks.
Whenever we do this, we're going to tweet out the hashtag Table Talk, and if there's any topics you guys want us to hit up, then please tweet that at us with the hashtag Table Talk, and then we'll try to hit up. It doesn't have to be toys. It could be movies. It could be books. It could be anything, politics, although I don't know.
science.
It could be science, anything you want. That's what this is all about.
Shouting.
It could be about screaming.
But
Thanks,
as
guys.
always, my name's Philip DeFranco.
I'm Steve Zaragoza.
And I'm Trisha Hirschberger.
Bye.
Bye.
So what do you guys think about AIDS?
Steven!